Good morning everyone, welcome to Lost Phoenix Gaming, looking at championships. Before we go in, make sure you are on highly skilled because there is a bug which means that if you're not on highly skilled when you go into a championship, it probably isn't going to complete for you. It is a bug, it is on the known list, but this is the workaround. But we've got speed skating in Super Saloons, Festival Gatecrash, Cruce del Valle and Costa Rocosa. That's your events, Horizon Street Scene. I'm going to go for BMW M5 because I went back in, I retuned up the BMW S1 Champ, and this is alright, it's not too bad. I did make a few changes along the way, but this is the final one. The share code's up on screen now, so get it on the car and we can go for a blast round street scene. So loading in, first one, Festival Gatecrash. I'll start the event. This is the first iteration of the tune, and not the one which I've just shared. I've shared the final one. The difference is, this has got worse handling, it hasn't got the wing on the back for stability. So it is a bit all over the place, but because I already completed this event, I didn't bother go back and redo it. I just completed it, went, retuned the car, and then continued the rest of the championship off. So this one is a little bit wild in this video, but this is not what you'll have if you use the tune. Now I'm just going around here, totally not been able to take that corner whatsoever because the handling's not amazing, and the fact is when you're running on a keyboard it's very difficult to take corners anyway. I'm bashing people, but I managed to get myself into first. Carefully does it round that corner, and the big change I did make between what you see here and into the tree, hit rewind, the big change I made between what you see here and what I've put out as a tune is it's got a wing on the back for stability, and I've also taken off the lightning, the weight reduction, because it was just too light and it was just sliding around everywhere, and when you were getting bashed it was just bouncing around. So I went back and undid the weight reduction, added the wing, definitely gave it a lot more stability. Although it's not the easiest thing in the world to drive on a keyboard. So weaving it around a bit. Then brakes down and totally missing that. Absolutely missing it. And that's what I'm struggling with, is turning on this stuff. And it isn't my car, it isn't my tune, it's actually me. Because it's not easy to do on a keyboard. I've been struggling a bit with my hands and stuff because I do have osteoporosis, which is weak bones, and I do get a lot of pain and stuff in my wrists and stuff, so I have been struggling a bit with that one. That's why I'm a bit delayed on things, and I just, yeah, you see what I mean. This is why I'm trying to turn this, and my car's not got great handling. This is why I decided to go back and give it a retune, but I'm just going to battle through on this using rewinds and messing about. I could have used the Porsche Taycan or Taycan or whatever you call it, the welcome pack car, although I don't like using DLC cars for these videos because it's easy enough for me to come along and say, oh, I've got this car, it's a welcome pack, or it's a VIP, or it's car pass, or whatever it is. If you want to use it, you have to go and spend real money to go and buy it, and that's basically pay to win, and I don't like pay to win. I don't like the idea that you have to spend money in order to actually win in a game. So I always try and find something in game as affordable as possible but can do it, because that way it's accessible to everybody and definitely not putting you in a position where you have to go and spend real world money, because Forza is a family game. I think it's a 3+ rating, so this is a game suitable for children. And the last thing you want to be doing is like pushing children sort of nag their parents or feel left out because they haven't got a certain DLC pack, or they haven't got certain stuff which you have to spend real money on. And there are a lot of games that do that, where it is pay to win. And I'm not going to be sort of like promoting that kind of agenda, because in defense of the devs with Forza, the game is pay to win. It is. If you pay, you can win easier, because a lot of the cars you get in these packs are more highly tunable. They're more overpowered by default. They're better by default. But they do actually give you an option of having cars in game which can compete with them if you tune them right. And I always tend to go for these cars because accessibility is definitely the best thing that you want in the game. So that's one out of the way. A few rewinds along the way, but I've managed to do it. Point wise, got 20 points there. Got the Taycan S welcome pack further down, but yeah. Next up, this is with the new tune, Costa Rocosa. For this, so let's start the event. You see the big wing on the back. And go. I do like the BMWs. Yeah, again, I am a BMW person, you know. I've owned 3 of them. And they are good cars in here, and I've used them for a few championships and a few things, and this is a retune on this one. And the handling and stability is definitely better. But all games started. But now it did reduce the performance a little bit, because I put a wing on and took weight reduction off and all stuff like this. But it actually drives better. Definitely drives better. I'm not sliding around as much. It's definitely more controllable. And generally, I think this is a better tune. So you saw my sort of like before attempt and my after attempt. And this is what you'll get with this share code. Got second. Brakes, 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 corners. I'm definitely struggling with corners. Well, I do anyway. But I'm struggling with corners on the keyboard. And hit rewind because it's just kept going. The thing about playing on keyboard is it makes you appreciate the luxury of having a controller. You definitely have a lot more control on the controller. It's definitely easier on the hands, and it's definitely sort of the best medium for playing this game. Although I haven't played this game on a wheel, so be plenty of people probably say no, wheel's better, and to be fair, it probably is. But I know there's a lot of problems with wheel and pedals with this game anyway at the moment. They're on the official bug list. But controller, I definitely need to get another one, because mine broke last week. The button's totally gone on it. So it's now in the bin. Probably gone up to the local incinerator. And you passed me, so I'm going to rewind because I'm not messing about. I'm getting sort of tired when I'm recording this. My hands are hurting. And I'm just going, no, I'm not in the mood for it because I'm feeling a bit grim anyway. I'm starting to feel a bit better now I'm doing my audio the next day. But I was feeling a bit grim and a bit the joys of having children. They go to school and they come back with colds and bugs and flu and all this lot. And it's not the pandemic-y stuff, because I'm not using the actual word, because apparently if you use the C word, you get demonetised. Yeah, I know. So it's not that, because I've been doing plenty of tests, because I've got young children in school. They keep coming home with tests every single day. So I've done a couple of them, I'm alright. Although my youngest is in primary school, and half his class are off with this. It's mad. And the school goes, okay, we're just going to isolate the whole class. So basically the whole class, as they come in, and they're not allowed to mix with anyone else, they have to stay together in their bubble. And every single day, more kids are going off with it. It's absolutely crazy, but The school, rather than going, let's have a fire break, let's just send them all home and do some homeschooling for a week. Basically, so those who've got it, just get over it and don't pass it on to everyone else. But you go, nah, what we'll do is everyone can come in and we can all get picked off one by one as they go. So I'm actually very worried about that. I'm worried about it because my son's been lucky so far, but they're all coming home with tests and the whole family's doing them every couple of days and stuff. And I've done one because I feel grim and I'm alright with that. So this is just good old winter cold and flu stuff. But that's completed. Costa Rocosa sorted first place. Definitely an improvement on that tune. Finally, Cruce del Valle, something like that. Cruella de Vil, that's what it's called. It's called Cruella de Vil, I've decided. Right. Go. They're pulling away. Let's have a run around here. I'll catch up, 8th place. I only need 2nd as a minimum, but I'm going to go for 1st if I can. Into 7th. Got a corner, can be a bit dodgy on this one. Yeah, you're weaving a little bit, but I've got 6th. Corner. And that sent me out really wide again. So I'm going to hit rewind. Definitely struggling on my corners. Because when it comes to this stuff, you cannot really be making mistakes with BAIs because they'll just fly ahead perfectly. It says highly skilled, but they're above what I would typically call unbeatable. Because even like on Horizon 4, unbeatable would make mistakes. In fact, they weren't really unbeatable. You could actually beat them quite easily on a lot of things. But on this, they make no mistakes whatsoever. The only time I've seen them go wrong is if they're going a bit too fast and they don't brake, they just go flying off the road. Or if you're doing a cross country, some of them do roll their cars. And miss the checkpoints I couldn't get over. Bit more rewind. This channel is sponsored by the rewind button. Take a corner a little bit better. Another one up there, so brake it, slow down. Not too bad. Another one, just give me a straight. I need a straight to pass his lot. And oh, I've totally cooked that. Another go. That's a bit better. Nudge. Haha, use them as buffers. I'm in 2nd place, which is fair enough. That's all I need, but I want to try and get 1st. So come on. Brakes down, and yep, you pass me because, yeah, I try and nudge you over and you just do not budge. Just force your way through. Go a little bit wider, I'll block you. Hit the brakes down, go round. Totally wide, but doesn't matter, pull it back. Bit of a straight, can I see if I can catch up with you? Looking a bit dodgy before the corner. No, I've lost it, totally lost it on my 2nd turn. And yes, my hands were really hurting at this point. So I had to pause it for a little bit. So hit rewind and just have another go. Because at least this is like the last championship that I've got to record. So I'm doing it, just get it done and then I can just go and have a rest. Can I get 1st? Only I missed that checkpoint. Yeah, I did, I guess. The non-player cars are definitely annoying on this. Hit rewind, so I'm not losing my 2nd place. Yeah, non-player cars are definitely annoying. So they're always where you want to be. Yeah, I might just go for 2nd on it. I don't care anymore. It's only the points I need. You've gone off on a bit of a mad one. I'm not going to catch you, but I'm going to just maintain a second. Nah, you're finished. You're done. You're already in first. I'm just going to get me second. Come on, purple smoke. Come on, come on, come on. And first place, no, second place. Jobs are good, and first place in championship, if I'm remembering my points correctly. Should have 56 points or something like that, so I should be alright. Got 16 for that one. And yeah, 56 to 48. So yeah, no problem on that. And yep, the welcome pack, which is overpowered, is second place. So that is that. That's that sorted. Hopefully found it useful, found it interesting. And let's see what we get for this. I can't remember now. Oh, it's for BMW M5 from 2012. Nice car. So that is that. So until next time, thank you for watching. Take it easy and happy driving.